What's up, people? Zach here with another reaction video to Fluorite. I don't think I'm ever pronouncing it right. Vivy, Fluorite, Eyes song. Season 1, episode 8. Elegy, was it dedicated with love, and my one and only beloved partner. Holy cow. The titles in this anime are long as hell, Jesus. And I can't even pronounce the anime the right way, so it sounds all messed up. I watched a glimpse of it because I wasn't sure if this is the episode I was on. But this girl that's a robot, as we know from the last episode, was getting yelled at by this robot guy, this robot looking guy. So, see what happens. There'll probably be a lot of times I have to mute on this anime as well as that Grimgar thing. Jesus Christ.
I can't believe I let this happen. I should have seen this coming. It's always like this. How could we have sunk this low? Did you hear that unenthusiastic applause? How can we be expected to fulfill our mission of making everyone happy with your singing under these conditions?
I'm so sorry. It's all my fault for not singing well.
There's nothing wrong with your singing at all. Be more confident. The only thing lacking is a stage and audience worthy of your singing, nothing more. If you had that, then fulfilling your mission would be as easy as a walk in the park.
Thank you, Antonio, but
I thought the robot was going to be an asshole and be like, yeah, it's because you're singing.
Well, of course I'm going to recognize your talent.
I'd be like, damn,
I'm
okay,
your
fuck
partner
you.
AI after all. And someday I'm going to provide you with a stage and audience that's worthy of you. Until then. Hey, what are you laughing at?
Are those AA batteries in the top of the head?
So that someday I can become a singer worthy of you, Antonio. I'll do my best.
See what happens. The hell? Was that just that girl that just was there and she's all of a sudden dead and outside? What the fuck? There we go. See if it... Oh wow, it gave me the option to skip on the intro. It didn't... Okay. It didn't want me to anymore, I guess. I think right here.
Ophelia's suicide left a huge impact on later AI history. After all, it was the first ever instance of an AI suicide, considered highly taboo. The human rights for AI's activists jumped on it, saying she had a heart, a soul. Otherwise, she couldn't have killed herself. She was nothing less than human. Of course, the claim itself was absolutely absurd. But afterwards,
yeah, but why is the blood blue then if she's supposedly a human?
Still, it blurred the lines between humans and AI,
but still
and
fucked.
became a catalyst for AI assimilation into human society. That's the gist of Ophelia's suicide, a seismic incident in AI history. Do you find it hard to believe? That's fine. I won't stop you from backing out. In fact, I actually think you'd be better off. We just need to stop her from doing something.
He's hiding in the vent. I thought he was like some type of thing in her ear. Type thing.
You're always going on and on. Don't you ever get tired? Whoever built your communication circuits dropped the ball. Guess you're meant to be alone.
Ouch! But that's
damn.
not the point.
Here's what we're looking at for the timing of the lights. You've been rattling on about potential AI suicide. When I literally took a dive headfirst off a building right in front of you.
That sounds good.
Your circumstances are completely different. As annoying as what you did was, when you jumped, you calculated that I would rescue you, right? I wouldn't classify that as suicide.
I mean, the good and downside to this whole new mirror thing, the angle of it's not as good. Like how to position it, the whole TV's in the mirror. But it is bigger than what it is on the tablet. So it looks like I actually have more of a
we have to do is fix the problem, right?
Will we see a reaction video
Whoa,
inside?
hold on a second. What do you think you're doing?
And it's more clear too, and it's not blurry like with my
If
tablet
she's
was.
thinking of taking her own life, I've got to stop her. Losing a beautiful voice like hers would be a tragedy, especially for the audience looking
Probably
forward
just
to
gotta
hearing
push the
her sing.
countertop more
They'd be
back.
devastated.
Listen to me.
I'll have
There's no
to
need
look
talk.
up some
Just
angles.
stop her right
Not
before
look
she
up,
kills
but
herself.
figure out some
And the
angles.
records show that she commits suicide after her performance, meaning today's audience will have nothing to grieve about either way. So no worries, right?
This isn't as simple as you seem to think it is. We need to eliminate the problem at its root, or else the same thing could easily happen again.
That's
Yeah.
not-
Can you really
True.
carry out your mission with that?
But I feel
makeshift
like
plan? I'm not okay with
Whenever
letting
she
that go
finds
down.
out, is it
Not
gonna
today,
help in this
tomorrow,
little girl?
or ever.
Diva!
Because I want to say the girl looks like she's 10. Will kill herself again anyways, regardless of what she does, and I think that's what he's trying to say.
She may not have all of her memories, but her core, she's basically
Whatever you
the same.
do, regardless of what you do, she's still gonna end up killing herself. I can see that.
Hard to watch, isn't
But
it?
before, she was not there.
When I first
When
met
she
my
killed
nephew,
herself
I
the first
barely had
time
an audience
in
at all.
the past, or particularly a future
I was
thing.
still only tracing the notes with my voice back then.
So you went through a time like
Our
that
main
as well,
character
big
wasn't
sister.
there. But now she is, so she might be
Something
able
wrong?
to change it.
It's almost time for you to go on.
I got permission from the staff. It's just... I wanted to know how you all sing like that, and also for what purpose you continue to do so.
You said the same exact thing a little while ago. Let me ask you something. Is there anything else that's been bothering you?
Huh?
You know, like something that makes you feel like you just want to die.
Oh, real subtle.
Oh, damn.
What do you mean?
Well,
That was a
you
weird way to have to
talked
say
about
it or put
becoming
it.
your
Okay.
true self.
Oh yeah, that.
She just walks away like, I ain't gonna respond to your question. I don't know what to say about that. Fair.
That's Antonio?
Yes, he was my support AI.
5 years ago, he shut down, though the cause remains unknown.
Oh.
He was a sound AI who handled her stage lighting and audio all by himself. His breakdown apparently greatly affected her subsequent performances, if you believe the rumors that were going around.
I can
The
believe that
tragic
rumor,
songstress
honestly.
who continued singing on in the limelight, undeterred by her partner's unexplained breakdown, and the grim ending that saw her
What if
commit
she
suicide
shut him
to
down
follow him in death,
before she killed
giving humans
herself?
hope for the
It could be that
existence of
too.
what they called love and souls.
I don't feel distressed at all. You see, I'm actually lucky. Everyone at the small theaters were always cheering me on.
Sorry,
Antonio
barely
looked
woke
out
up.
for me whenever I would make a mistake.
What kind of an AI was Antonio?
He was rather cranky, and often confrontational and a bit of a nag.
At least not a bad
Really?
cranky. At least he wasn't talking down on
What
you
was
and
that
telling you
one
your
for?
music sucks, your singing sucks, type
He was
thing.
my most cherished partner, and Antonio was the only one who kept on insisting that the whole world needed to hear me sing. So I'm not worried at all.
So he supported you,
Although I
in
know
a sense, like a
Antonio
parent.
could still do better.
but AI to an AI instead of a human to a human.
I have to live up to that goal.
You don't consider that distressing?
If we had robots like this in real life and they actually had the
And it's your
function to
reason for
act
taking
like
the
this, like
stage today.
humans, obviously I'm going to treat them like humans
You can't
regardless of the
bring yourself to
robots.
take credit?
Even though a lot of society would be like, this is bullshit, blah blah blah, this should never been made,
The
blah blah
important
blah.
thing is to give my best. A song that allows me to fulfill the mission that I was born for.
Is that what Antonio wanted?
It is. It's also what I want for myself.
Then you need to wipe that look off of your face.
Huh?
Antonio didn't teach you to greet your audience with an expression like that, now did he?
He didn't.
We operate so that we can carry out our missions, do we not? Your mission is to make people happy with your singing, just like me.
I like the animation, by the way,
You must
too.
carry out your mission
The way this anime
right
looks.
now and forever.
It looks almost, what do you want to say, realistic in a sense?
I think it's my turn.
Cartoon realistic, if you want to call it.
Matsumoto,
What is it?
I just don't see Ophelia killing herself at all. Her singing, her mission, her partner's death. She's facing everything head on. There has to be some other reason.
I told you suicide was an absurd notion, didn't I? Now, would you mind finally telling me about
Was
that
it
man you had a brush
suicide?
with?
Can you promise me you won't just run off once I tell you?
Of course I can, because if I did that, you'd only go rogue on me, wouldn't you?
It's him.
It was Kakitani? Why would he be here? And looking so young. There's no official record of his existence.
Matsumoto? Who is he? Does he have something to do with Ophelia?
I must admit, it would be extremely challenging to compute an answer using only the information I have on hand.
Would it kill you to just say you don't know anything?
Right.
Alright, then what was he to Vivy? Didn't they have some kind of relationship?
Honestly, he didn't have all that much to do with her.
Isn't that for me to decide? It is me we're talking about after all.
Shouldn't you head back now? He was my
I wasn't
most
doing that, like,
cherished
going
partner,
back.
she says. I see.
As long as it's a beat, I don't think you get copyrighted for it. As long as there's not actual singing yet. That'd be cool to actually see. That'd be a cool concert to actually go to in a sense. Probably wouldn't be my type of music. Like, not to make it sound bad. But obviously the whole thing where it looks like a space looking thing looks cool.
Gather the resolve to save the future.
Like I said, that can't be done.
Okay, they're still singing. I thought I heard something. I couldn't. You can never tell when you see people talk. It's really hard to hear sometimes of the music itself. People singing. Well, in a sense, good way, because then might not get copyrighted, but I'm still not taking that risk.
Guy from the future.
It's just not necessary for me. I was created to carry out the Singularity Project. It's pointless to analyze a pastime like singing.
You mean even though you knew she was troubled, you weren't a little curious?
Vivy and I didn't have that kind of relationship. We only collaborated on the Singularity Project, and that's all.
Then what kind of
Oh, that's
relationship
part
was
of the
it?
show.
Why are you so curious?
Don't dodge the question. You did it before, too. Remember, the only reason I'm working with you is to learn about my memories as Vivy. We're supposed to help each other, but you've given me nothing.
I was about to say something, but that wouldn't make sense. What
We
I
have
was
less
thinking.
than 2 hours before I go on.
If she
It was a real mess of a partnership. Exactly.
was the
same
reason
kind of
why the whole
relationship
war
you and I have
started.
now.
But that wouldn't make sense.
She was self-centered and stubborn. A foolish girl who would jump into action without hearing me out first. She was also prone to manhandling me and was always too reckless.
Now let us carry out the Singularity Project.
Copy that, Vivy. And just when I thought I
Vivy.
could start to be confident with her,
I feel like
that happened.
the fuck.
It was due to that malfunction that I made the decision to exclude her from this mission. So, I wasn't planning on running into you either, and yet you still managed to give me a hard time.
If that's how it was, then why did you rescue me?
Yeah.
If I was expendable to you, then you could have just left me alone. And yet you were still so desperate to protect me. Why is that? Because I'm still a necessary part of this project?
Well, actually,
I don't remember her dying. And then, okay.
looks like it just ended.
And did you notice her hands had blood on one hand?
I'm going to
And
check on
then-
Ophelia.
There's no need for that.
What would you call it? blood of
I've already gained
of
control
the
of every
AIs
security
of the
camera on the
robots, and
premises.
in the other
So,
hand.
once Ophelia leaves her dressing room...
Weird.
Didn't I tell you what you're planning isn't going to fix a thing?
Diva, I'm talking to you!
It's Ophelia that I need to go talk to. Let me handle this, alright? Aren't we partners right now? Not on Antonio and Ophelia's level, but still. Oh, I know. If we can save Ophelia and the future, then I'll tell you the answer to that question, Kay? The super basic one, yeah?
I feel like something's gonna happen.
Matsumoto!
What is it? Did something already happen in that short time?
That man is here.
Where?
S14.
There's nobody there. What are you freaking out about? Diva, come back here. It's important that we stick to
That
the...
man might have something to do with all this, right? He might try to harm Ophelia and make it look like suicide.
There's nothing like that in the record. Ophelia hasn't made a move yet either. Please just come back for now.
Yeah, but we don't know that. Like, it might have been a thing reported as suicide, but not to be a prick. But the news do lie. He was pretty quiet, yeah. Damn.
Hacking? That isn't mine? Huh? Hold on, is that? Oh no! How could I have possibly missed this? This Ophelia is fake footage!
Oh, okay. Wow, okay.
Diva, Diva!
I didn't even notice the flower wasn't even her hair.
Rationally. What matters most is the mission. Don't get your priorities mixed up. What business might a songstress such as yourself have on a lonely stage like this?
Who are you?
Nice to meet you, Ophelia. My name is Matsumoto. Apologies for not being able to greet you in my true form. I might not be a pleasant sight, but I'm pleased to make your acquaintance.
Okay, but, who exactly are you? And why are you here?
I am Diva's partner.
To Big Sister Diva?
Yep, for the time being at least. I've come to stop you from harming yourself, or to be more precise, from self-destructing. To be honest, as a fellow AI, it's something I can't wrap my head around. But I can imagine the despair you're feeling. Ophelia, you can't stand it anymore, can you? The world has recognized your talent, and you've performed at such an amazing venue. But continuing to sing brings you no satisfaction, am I right? Because your mission to make everyone happy with your singing ended up including Antonio, your partner AI, correct? But that opportunity has been lost forever, and it's inflicted some pretty grievous wounds on you. I've seen it before, you know. A songstress AI who froze when something similar happened to her. And now you've triggered an error, bringing you here...
Hilarious. How truly comical. Ophelia self-destructed. Yes, it's true. I have lost all hope. Because even if I get to sing in a massive theater like this, no matter how hard I try to get answers from the other singers, my singing still isn't good enough. If you've come here to try and rescue me, then you've already failed. You're too late. Ophelia
She
is
really-
already gone. My name is
Antonio!
What the fuck? Wait. Okay. Now I'm utterly confused. So she turned, her voice hella turned evil from this nice girl to all of a sudden eat like straight up like evil person to now a guy talking through her. It sounds like, what the okay, now I'm utterly confused. I just gotta say, we just gotta see what happens next episode. So that means she never actually suicidally killed herself. Somebody controlled her to pretty much kill herself. So on the records, on the news, they weren't lying, but could have still been lying and said that she did kill herself, but they did know that somebody controlled her. I'm not saying the news knew all that, but they could have. So I just gotta wait until next episode to see what happens, because I'm lost. But shit got interesting real quick, though. I'll say that. But anyways, I'll find more reaction videos. Peace. See you people next time.